Welcome to Gariautocare. I'm Team Wire. Right now we have another episode. It's a Nissan X30. This vehicle doesn't start. So let's check. The owner have said that it's cranking but it doesn't start. Let's see. So this is the car. Let me put ignition on. Before we do anything, there is things you need to confirm. Number one is check engine on the dashboard. Look very carefully. We have check engine, we have battery lights, meaning the ECU is on. Let me put ignition off. Let me put ignition on. We have ABS report, then disappear, meaning the engine, the ECU is on. So let me try and start the vehicle. Cranking but doesn't start. Let's go and see. Cranking but doesn't start. Cranking doesn't start. So when you have this type of a vehicle, there is things you need to consider. Number one is fuel. When there is fuel. Number two is spark plugs. Number three is air. Those are three ingredients you need to see. So we are going to start with fuel. If there is fuel, that's the first thing, or the first culprit. So this is the fuel fuel pipe. I need to open these pipes to see if there is enough fuel in the system, or there is a problem with fuel pump. So I'm removing fuel pipe to see if we have fuel on that pipe. Shit. Well, the fuel is perfect. So before we proceed anything, we are going to diagnose this vehicle. The first test we have passed. The fuel is okay. So the next step is I'm going to diagnose this vehicle so that we identify the main fault code. So let me put ignition on like that. The vehicle is on, ignition is on. I'm going to use this, my pink is a small dongle. It's one of the perfect diagnostic machine I like to travel with. So, and I told you, if you want this machine, is around $150 US. It's one of the perfect diagnostic machine in town. So after that, I'm going to use my smartphone here. So manual selection, X-ray, T30 module, health report. So engine has one fault. That's what I see. So we have around 1, 2, 3, then 5 fault code. The engine has 1, anti-lock brake system 1, transmission control 1, all-wheel drive 2. So we are going to start with engine. Let's read the code. Wow, this is the code. Ignition signal primary P1320. So before we do anything, I'm going to... Nothing. It's still cranking but it doesn't start. It is caused by ignition coils or spark plugs, ECU, or open or short circuit. So those are the main, or fuse. Those are the 4 main things that can cause this P1320. And the good procedure, I'm going to unplug the first ignition coil socket. This socket has 3 wire. Let me show you. We have here 3 wire. We have the green strip white. It is an ignition wire. then we have black at the center, earth, then we have the signal from the computer. We normally call it reference. So I'm going to put ignition on earth like that. So we are going to test the ignition. See, ignition is on. Let me put ignition off. Right now ignition is on. I have already put ignition off. Let me put ignition on. That one means there's no the fuse is okay, or the ignition power is okay. We are going to another test, which is on earth or negative power. So I'm going to put ignition on the positive terminal, this alternator here. Let us test on earth to see if let me show you. See, I have already tested. So we need to test earth, and I told you the earth wire is at the center of this socket, that the black one. So the earth wire is okay. To understand the earth wire, I need to put ignition off. Let me put ignition off. So the earth is always constant, meaning those two wires are okay. The reference wire, we don't use tester. We normally use multimeter, and right now we don't have a multimeter. So from that perspective, the first culprit is, or the main culprit is ignition coil or spark plug. So I'm going to remove all ignition coils so that we identify the main problem. If you are dealing with any code, sometimes you need to go step by step so that you end up diagnosing the right thing. We need to open the ignition coil. This is what we call ignition coil, and if you are carefully, there is some water deposit or mist. Let me show you. You need to focus. See, we have oil deposit and mist. So that oil deposit can cause that vehicle not to start. This is caused by this seal here. We have here oil seal around the cylinder head and cover. So what we are going to do, we are going to clean this ignition coil. I've already removed the spark plugs. This is the number 1 spark plug. I want you to be very careful and see. So number 1, there is a problem with spark plugs. Look. So according to this, the way I have seen, the main problem is spark plugs. Let's see number 2. Number 2. See. Let's see number 3. So let's see number 4. Here the main problem is spark plug. Apart from spark plugs, we need to make sure these coils it doesn't have deposit of oil. So the oil deposit and spark plugs, those are the main culprit. In this coil, another coil number 2, we don't have any oil deposit. It's okay. Coil 3, let me show you. We have a little of oil deposit, but it's not worse like number 1. Then number 4 is the same as number 3. So to diagnose this vehicle, we are going to change the spark plugs, new spark plug. Then we are going to make sure all the lead ignition coils are dry. Then we start the vehicle. As I told you last, is to make sure no any oil deposit. The cylinder head, we normally do like this. See, right now it's clean. Like that. So next is new plugs. I'm going to replace these plugs from that one. This is the first plug. Let me show you. So we are done with everything. Before we do anything, we are going back to clear that cord, then we start the vehicle. So this is the cord I was talking about. We have finished everything. So the next step is I'm going back to clear cord again. So clear fault code completed. So we are going to read again that code. Now this is detected. Further testing may be required. Okay, after doing that, so we need to start this vehicle. So everything's working perfect. No check engine, no any light on the dashboard. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.